WVII Bangor.
This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
A man is dead and a woman is recovering from a gunshot wound following a scary situation in Waterboro. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. An unofficial tabulation of ranked choice voting in the 2nd Congressional District happens tomorrow, but Bruce Poliquin is sending a message to Democrats today. And the owners of the mill in Old Town have filed paperwork to dismiss a complaint about its odor. We've got the details. Thank you for joining us. These stories and others are coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Monday afternoon, and your first weather forecast brought to you by Lucci and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Already here we are, so we had some small cabinet advisories and galings. Both of these in effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon, so within the next hour or less, we'll start seeing these getting dropped as low pressure continues to move away. We had a little bit of snowfall last night and early this morning, and in the northern parts of the state, some areas saw a range of 1 to 3 inches. We're going to melt that, though, with temperatures that will get above freezing today, and with some sun coming out as well, that will help to melt the snow away as low pressure continues to track off towards the north and east. So futurecasts moving forward for today, though, we're going to be seeing the sun coming out. Will become mostly clear later on tonight with a few passing clouds on the way as we head towards Tuesday. The wind's not ridiculous at all. They'll be out of the northwest at around 15 miles per hour, so still gusty, though, for the sustained winds. But look what happens as we do move forward. The wind starts to back off, so by Tuesday morning, it'll be a lot calmer to get outside. However, another system is on the way, though, and this one could be a little interesting with regards to the snowfall and precipitation types. Upper 30s today, mostly sunny and windy, with that west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on side, upper 20s, mostly clear, west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, sunshine, temperatures in the 30s before we start cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. A man is dead and a woman is recovering from a gunshot wound following a scary situation in Waterboro. The York County Sheriff's Department says deputies were called to Lakeview Drive Sunday afternoon for a report of a domestic altercation. They say a woman who lives there was transported to the hospital with a gunshot wound and was released later. Police say they attempted to contact the woman's husband, but he failed to respond. The state police tactical team was called in. After they had a search warrant, they entered the home and found Jeremy Rideout dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation into the shooting is ongoing. The search continues today for a suspect described by police as an armed and dangerous man. On Friday morning, police served a search warrant at 573 Sabatis Road with 31-year-old Diego Martinez inside. Martinez escaped during the standoff with police after he burst through the garage door in a car belonging to the residents of the home. A police chase ensued into Lewiston with the suspect driving the wrong way down Pine Street at 100 miles an hour. Police found the vehicle wrecked on Washington Street in Auburn, and Martinez had fled on foot. Later Friday night, another chase ensued with the Androscoggin Sheriff's Department that went through Poland and Oxford before crashing into Oxford Speedway, and again he took off on foot. After a search with police canines, Martinez was in a third vehicle heading northbound. Late Friday night, the Subaru Martinez was driving hit a porch on Carter Street in Norway. Police said Martinez remains at large. Martinez's previous charges include assault weapons charges, other police pursuits, domestic assault, sex trafficking, and drug possession. Recently, unsealed court documents revealed the Federal Bureau of Investigation seized what is believed to be human remains from a Fairfield antique shop. They want to know if it's really a Native American scalp that was seized from an auction house. A.J. Douglas explains.
Back in May of this year, a search warrant was issued for Pullen Antiques and Auctions to gather evidence connected to an alleged illegal trafficking of Native American human remains. These court documents tell that story.
Documents from the United States District Court for the District of Maine detail a beaded American Indian pipe bag with Apache scalp was listed on the family auction business website. The item is advertised as documented scalp and this large lock of hair tied to a 1899 dated tag. The item was seized by law enforcement following an anonymous tip. The public affairs advisor for the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Boston field office released a statement stating, quote, "With respect to the recovery, there is a process underway to determine whether the item is human, whether it is Native American, and whether, if Native American, the remains are that of a person who is a member of a particular tribe. If it's determined that the remains are those of a Native American who was a member of a particular tribe, efforts will be taken to repatriate the remains back to the tribe for interment, end quote. The auctioneering firm has been in operation since the 1950s. Per the website, most items are listed for over $10,000. We reached out to the owners of Poland Antiques and Auctions for a statement, but were advised no one was available at this time. In Fairfield, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
For the first time since the election, candidate for Maine's 2nd Congressional District Bruce Poliquin posting on a statement on his Facebook page yesterday. Part of it included a message to Democrats. It says, quote, "I'm asking the current Democrat majority to show compassion by starting to fix the mess they created, give our fellow Mainers hope by not inflicting any further pain on suffering families and small businesses," end quote. Poliquin's full statement can be seen on his Facebook page. His post comes after current Congressman Jared Golden declared victory last week. An official tabulation of the ranked choice votes will happen tomorrow. Democrats who hope to win big on Election Day got a big boost from young voters and won especially big with young women. An exit poll conducted by Edison Research shows 72% of women ages 18 to 29 voted for Democrats in House races nationwide. In a crucial Senate race in Pennsylvania, 77% of young women voted for Democrat John Fetterman, helping to push him over the finish line. About 53% of that same demographic voted for Democrats in midterm races nationwide. Midterm elections often do not go well for the party in power. Republicans had expected to recapture the House and Senate in what was being called a red tsunami. That did not go according to plan. The mail-in votes are still being counted, but the Democrats retain the Senate majority. In the House, Republicans may prevail, but not by much. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, Christmas spirit filled the air in Plymouth as they packed shoe boxes filled with gifts. We'll have that story after the break.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $840 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. Call today. WellCare. Medicare done well.
ABC 7 and Fox 22, live at the Anna Schreiner's Festival of Trees on November 17th. A beautiful holiday live event, sponsored locally by Central Maine Antique Mall, offering antiques, fine art, and collectibles from some of Maine's finest dealers. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden. Dorsey Fall clearance sale is going on now. This means big discounts on selected items. And Patriot Homes can tackle all your building projects. We do mobile, modular, stick-built homes to garages, porches, and more.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
A new nonprofit is giving away $10,000 for one veteran's roofing project. Devin Dagnall has the story.
In honor of Veterans Day, the Merino Project hosted their second annual Roofs for Troops luncheon. The project originated as a way for the company, Home Roofing Solutions, to give back to Maine U.S. military members.
I've always had a special spot for our military veterans in this state. Many of my family members were, some of my best friends are still, and I think everybody has their own connection, their own David Merino as their friend, family member.
The event was closed to the public, and the only guests were military and military family members who received roofing repair services from Home Roofing Solutions between November 1st, 2021 and October 31st, 2022. Those attending were also entered into a random drawing of a $10,000 payback of their roofing project.
For now, it'll be roof paybacks because our company, Home Roofing Solutions, is the backbone donor for the Life of Merino project. But in the future, I see many challenges for other companies, other businesses throughout the entire state to get as aggressive as I plan to be with supporting our state vets.
Unfortunately, the winner of this year's raffle, Jim Smedley, was unable to attend the luncheon. But those who contacted him to tell him the news said he couldn't be happier.
Well, actually, it was kind of comical. So he was extremely excited. His name is Jim Smedley, and he is one of our roofing customers that we had done his project for. And I believe if I overheard that conversation right, he actually asked what we had for lunch before really reacting to the fact that he was the $10,000 winner.
If you would like to donate to the Merino Project, visit themerinoproject.org. In Old Town, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
An organization dedicated to assisting local veterans is making sure vets don't go hungry. They pack bags and boxes full of food thanks to the help of the community in Piscataquis County. A.J. Douglas has more.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors prepared food baskets for veterans to pick up Saturday. Each bag contained dried food goods and meats in hopes of feeding a family of 4 during a 1-week time period.
There's a great need right now for people to be fed, veterans to be fed in Piscataquis County.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors is an organization dedicated to honoring those who have served. The founders host a 100-mile hike along the Appalachian Mountains each summer. Organizers say their mission is simple.
Assisting the living, honoring the deceased. That's why we're here today.
The food giveaway was available to all veterans living in Piscataquis County in honor of past Commander Dick Graves, who served at the American Legion in Milo for over 20 years, becoming a mentor to many. Graves died 1 year ago due to COVID-19 complications. His wife, Mary, says, in a way, he continues to support veterans.
He was for the veterans, all for the veterans.
Around $5,500 was donated to Wilderness Walk for Warriors to purchase the food supplies for veterans and their families.
We feel proud to be able to do it, basically. It's something that everybody doesn't have a chance to experience, and we're lucky to be able to do that.
We do it because we love our veterans. They gave the ultimate sacrifice.
In Milo, A.J. Douglas, ABC7, Fox 22.
Members of the Emmanuel Bible Baptist Church in Plymouth packed shoe boxes filled with the Christmas spirit ahead of the holidays. Emmanuel Bible Baptist Church partnered with Samaritan's Purse for a global project called Operation Christmas Child. The church has participated in sending around 200 shoe boxes for over a decade. Each box includes hygiene items, school supplies, and toys. Samaritan's Purse was founded by evangelist Billy Graham in 1993. The organization reported more than 168 million packed boxes with toys and other vital items have been sent to children in need across the globe.
When these kids pack the boxes, you say, what would it be like if you never had a pencil and you couldn't go to school because you didn't have any pencils? And in other countries, that's what it is. It's a wonderful thing to get these kids involved in helping kids around the world who have nothing.
Church members plan to load up all 200 boxes on a delivery truck November 21st. Some lucky Mainers were able to get their Christmas shopping done early. The Bangor Mall hosted its final craft fair of the year. The mall was filled with booths and tables totaling over 300 vendors, each with their own unique crafts.
One of the big things my wife and I have noticed is it's family. Everyone from the little kids to grandparents, they've been fantastic. It's great to see families together for the holidays, and the people here have been fantastic.
If you didn't get a chance to visit the fair, many of the vendors can be found through the Bangor Mall Craft and Vendor Fair Facebook page. A new museum opened its doors Friday in Lincoln. Our Heroes Military Museum hosted its grand opening. A ribbon cutting, live music, and Civil War reenactors were just a few of the highlights from the day.
People turned out, gave us plenty of support, plenty of donations, not just monetarily, but also with stuff they had in their homes. They brought in out of their closets, and we didn't expect it.
Displays include uniforms, models of battles, and various artifacts spanning from the Revolutionary War to the Vietnam War. The museum staff hopes that families and students can learn from the exhibits. They say they plan to be a resource for local educators and be a destination for field trips. The museum is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 2 and also open on Sundays from 1 to 5. After the break, we'll take a look at new recommendations for the safest and healthiest ways for your child to sleep. We'll be right back.
It's been a great summer at Dorsey Furniture, but it's time to start thinking about fall. Our new fall introductions are arriving daily, and we need to make room. This means big discounts on selected items. How big? Half off. We didn't stop with just a few items. We have marked down every item in every department. Come to Dorsey Furniture during our fall clearance sale and you won't be disappointed. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. Winning car accident cases is what we do. Check out a few of our big wins.
I injured my torso, and they got me $195,000. What did the twos do for you?
I needed foot surgery, and they got me $215,000. What did the twos do for you?
I broke multiple bones, and Lowry & Associates got me $450,000.
Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
If you need coffee,
check.
Tasty treats,
check.
Freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
Check.
Stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
We're here today to set the record straight about Dupuytren's contracture. Surgery is not your only treatment option. People may think their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
The law.
I've been a judge for 40 years. Don't waste my time.
If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
A report by the American Academy of Pediatrics has set recommendations for the safest and healthiest ways for your child to sleep. With more, here's ABC's Justin Finch.
Approximately 3,500 infants die from sleep-related deaths annually in the United States. To ensure that you provide your child with the safest sleeping environment possible, make sure your baby sleeps on a firm, flat, non-inclined surface. Don't use those car seats, strollers, swings, and infant carriers for routine sleep. And it's fine to sleep in the same room as your baby, but avoid sleeping in the same bed for the first 6 months. Keep nicotine, alcohol, marijuana, opioids, and other illicit drugs away from your child. And lastly, don't forget to make use of that pacifier. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
Now for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
Have I not given everything?
People return to Wakanda in big numbers. The Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, earned an estimated $180 million in North America in its debut. The second best opening weekend of the year, behind another Marvel movie, the Doctor Strange sequel, which opened to $187 million in May. Wakanda Forever set a record for the biggest November opening of all time, beating the second Hunger Games film. The first Black Panther opened at $202 million in 2018. Marvel is owned by Disney, the parent company of ABC News.
Telling her open and say, let's do it, let's do it.
Move over to Taylor Swift. There's a new #1 on the Billboard 200 album chart. Drake and 21 Savage's collaboration, Her Loss, debuts atop the chart with the biggest numbers of the year for an R&B or hip-hop album. It's Drake's 12th #1. Now only Jay-Z and the Beatles have more.
And it's everyone else that's dead.
From Mary Poppins to the Wild West, actress Emily Blunt stars in the new Western drama, The English. She and Cheske Spencer play an unlikely duo who team up for revenge, and she tells me for the role, she learned how to really ride a horse.
I feel like before I was sort of holding on for dear life and trying to blag it, and now I really knew how to control a horse and make sure I could hit a mark on a horse and kind of canter and gallop and do all of those things that we needed to. Because people would just... They were so at one with the horse back then. They were just like the same thing. And so I just wanted it to look effortless.
All episodes of The English are out now on Prime Video. And happy birthday to Travis Barker, the Blink-182 drummer, and Mr. Kourtney Kardashian is 47 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
You've probably seen those ads on TV with the out-of-state 800 number that look like information from Medicare. Some even suggest that your zip code will get you more benefits or even money back. You guessed it. Those ads are misleading. So don't call that out-of-state 800 number when your help is right here at home. Do what I did and call the Senior Planning Center. They have trusted professionals all over Maine.
Call the Senior Planning Center at 223-6565. That's 223-6565.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
It's a whole lot chillier than it has been. Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, here we go. Happy Monday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, here we are. So small craft advisories and also gale warnings, both of these in effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon. So they're going to be dropped very shortly as low pressure continues to move away. The wave heights have remained active, but we'll start seeing those calming down soon with low pressure moving away. We also had some snow moving through last night and early this morning, giving us 1 to 3 inches of snow in the northern parts of the state. But for us, not too bad, though, remaining rather calm, though, and the sun's going to be coming out, so melting any snow on the ground with the sunshine and temperatures that will be above freezing. We'll have high pressure passing by briefly, but this area of low pressure right here is going to be tracking to the east, a little bit to the north and east. That'll be our next system coming up later on this week. So futurecast moving forward, though, we do have the gusty winds reaching up to about 30 miles per hour. That starts to calm down down later tonight, even in the parts of tomorrow. So even by tomorrow, the wind will be a lot calmer, which will be some good news there. Wave heights are starting to calm down in a few spots. Some areas at around 2 feet, but some of the buoys still reporting up to 10 feet. I would not be surprised to see they extend these small craft advisories and gale warnings a bit, but we will have to see at this point. Average high is 46 degrees. We'll reach for the upper 30s to lower 40s the next few days, with middle to upper 30s Wednesday all the way through next Sunday, which is above freezing, so any snow that does fall will be melting away. Futurecast moving forward, though, for the next several hours, we'll be seeing a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Will be mostly clear later on tonight. For your Tuesday, watching for a few passing clouds, but otherwise looking pretty good before our next system starts to approach as we head towards Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, our next system starts to move in. It develops across the southern parts of the U.S. So here we are at around Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. It'll start to track off towards the north and east with chances for a wintry mix of rain, some snow, maybe some freezing rain and sleet, and snow in some areas too. There's going to be a cutoff in a few areas, though, and that looks to be maybe south of Bangor at some point, though, with snow further off towards the north. This is Wednesday afternoon. We'll keep this going through Wednesday night, but maybe a little bit of a break by Thursday morning before some wraparound snow starts to come in and we start to calm things down as we head towards Thursday evening. How much snow? Could be a decent amount. Some areas could see up to 2 to 4 inches before we're all finished up, with lesser amounts to the south and maybe up to 8 to maybe 11 inches further off towards the north. Notice we're still about a day or so out, so we still have plenty of time to keep an eye on this as this does begin on Wednesday, so expect us to adjust a bit as we do move forward. Upper 30s today, mostly sunny and windy out there with that west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 20s becoming mostly clear with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, lower 40s becoming partly cloudy with that northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Here we are, a wintry mix likely as we head towards your Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-30s, upper 30s for your Thursday with a chance for rain and snow showers. Partly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 30s.
Thank you, Devin. Hurricane Nicole came ashore in Florida as a Category 1. Few expected it would cause the amount of devastation it did on Daytona Beach area. Many there are now looking for new places to live after the storm washed away the beach from under their homes.
As the remnants of Hurricane Nicole wash out over eastern Canada, hundreds in Florida are still figuring out what to do next after Nicole devastated a stretch of the state's northeast coast. The storm surge ripping away the supports underneath homes on the beachfront.
Basically, all the sand's washed underneath the foundation, and so there's some people that are in a world of hurt.
Many residents who evacuated are now returning to find their homes unsafe to enter. The first November storm to hit the Sunshine State since the 1980s packed a stronger punch than many expected.
All of the pumps and there's like heaters and everything out in the back of the condo are in the ocean. Our 2 fire pits fell off into the ocean. Our pool is hanging on by the stilts.
Dozens of homes, hotels, and condo buildings along the beachfront have been declared uninhabitable. Much of the damage attributed to seawalls that were still in need of repair from the last hurricane.
Well, you really have to go back to Hurricane Ian because that's where all this begins. So during Ian, we had a tremendous amount of beach erosion and put all the properties at risk.
Restoring the beach will likely require a multi-million-dollar investment in replenishing sand that washed away and rebuilding improved seawalls. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
A popular actor with weather in his name broadens that name out for climate change. Rainn Wilson, best known from his role on the sitcom The Office, is leaving no doubt about using his moniker as a way to raise awareness about climate change. Wilson is moving beyond just his first name to a new one. Rainfall, heat wave, rising sea levels. Wilson called his Twitter clip, quote, a cheap little stunt to help save planet Earth. Wilson wants others to visit environmental advocacy group Arctic Base Camp's Arctic Name Changer during the ongoing International Climate Change Conference in Egypt. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.